Insulet Corporation, ticker symbol PODD. This one is trading up about $78.12, and $78.18 was the high. So we're probably going to use anywhere from 8 to 15 cents as an entry criteria around here, depending on what it looks like in the morning. The hard stop should really be down 77.08, which is a big stop for most people. So think about that when you're doing your share sizing, or just do the stick a toe in the water kind of a thing and use a tighter stop up around $77.56, or even right under this range from the close. Just bear in mind you'll have to do a second entry. If you want to keep a stop that's really that tight, then the other thing you might consider is just waiting out the first 5 minutes of the session and letting the stock settle in, because it's very, very typically the case that they're going to come and they're going to bounce around a little bit off the open, and you can avoid some of that volatility by just letting a few minutes of the day pass, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. If it does come back into the range, then the places that I'm interested in looking at this one are at 77.08, 76.52, and 77.56. The target on any one of these moves would be the next support and resistance level up, and then you're just going to wait and see if it can pop through it. And then ultimately, don't forget, we're not going to hit R1 until we get up to $80.48. So if you do get in on an entry up above those highs, just remember that if we get up into about $79.38, that's the point we're going to want to pull whatever stop we have on this one up to break even. And Tuesday has come and gone, and we had a couple of these things trigger. Insulet Corporation, PODD. This one opened and was trading on some pretty thin volume. So the ticks in the first 5-minute bar that actually made it down into the closing range from Monday's trading weren't very impressive at all. I mean, you couldn't get, even though it did pop way back up again, it never really gave you the opportunity to enter on the first go around of trading down into that 78.18 range. When it came in the second time, it did turn around, filled us on the 78.26 or so tick to the upside, and then it reversed, and that 77.84. Remember I said yesterday that if we get filled a little bit later, let's use the tighter stop. That's always the time to use the tighter stop, is on the after that first 5-minute bar is done. That wound up taking us out for about a 40-cent loss on that one. It did come down to that 78.52 level that we were talking about. And then, of course, you saw from this morning's trading where price was likely to turn around, and it did, in fact, turn around there at 77.01. So all told, when you were finished with this one, I was talking to someone in the room, I think it was Greg, about the later entry on this one, and in fact, all that did for you was wiped out that first loss. So no great gain to be had on PODD on Tuesday, but we've had slow days on these in the past, and then all of a sudden they'll just ramp up, and we get 4 or 5 days in a row where we're booking some nice moves. So just keep watching them.